Yo, what's up, everybody? We are live in the building. And tonight, man, I got Nisi Pooh here, and we about to talk it out. Listen, let me tell y'all something. I don't know. I don't know how this gonna go because we get wild over here. And while I'm talking, I'm gonna drop this link in here. Now, careful what you say when you come on the show, because we will cuss your ass out. But we gonna allow you to come up in here now. Listen, I done dropped the link up in the comment section. We gonna get started. Ashley, go ahead and introduce yourself, baby. What's up?
What's going on? I'm Ashley, aka Ash Dirt, or Whoop Whoop, baby. You already know how this go. But I'm sipping on a little bit of Altos, some tequila for I'm Cuban. I've been Cuban since Cinco de Mayo. How that goes. But we gonna get into this first topic.
Let's get my ass with a Cuban.
I mean, everybody self-appropriate black culture. I pick a culture too. I'm Cuban.
Hey,
shoot,
do what you do.
Shoot, we gonna get into this first topic though. It's about Issa Ray and Lauren London. So Issa Ray was on a podcast and she was speaking on a situation to where her executives came to her at HBO and wanted to replace her character on her show that she wrote with a light-skinned female, which was Lauren London. And Issa Rae went on the podcast and she said that exact thing, that they wanted to replace her with Lauren London. And Lauren London felt some type of way about her calling her out like that. And they didn't speak for a long time. It was some tension there, and they were all together at a party. And MC like kind of told Issa like, "Hey, y'all should talk this out. Like y'all can't be beefing, and there's no need for women to be against each other during a time like this." So they talked it out, and they came to a consensus that they both experienced different type of colorism within the entertainment industry, like within when it comes to acting. And Lauren just felt like she didn't want to be called out. She didn't want to seem like the I don't know the cause on why they wanted to replace you. Like, no one wants to feel like the reason you're being replaced, the new girl. No one wants to feel like that. So I didn't really understand why she was so hurt, because to me it was just like Issa just telling her story. Like this was my truth. Like, you didn't even know until I said that they was gonna replace you with you. You know what I mean? They was trying to replace me with you. You didn't know that until I said it. Because if we went through with it, then maybe you would have known. But so I was just like, I don't know why you so hurt, but whatever. Maybe I just talk too much.
So here's my thing though. Why you have to call out? Why couldn't you just say they was trying to replace me with a light-skinned girl? But okay, I see two sides, because one, why'd you have to call out? But two, no publicity is bad publicity. So it did give Lauren some of that, that time, because we hadn't been seeing Lauren like that, to be honest with you.
But do you think Lauren could play that character that Issa Rae has on? What is it? She's like a socially awkward, dark-skinned girl, like just really weird, and She just does weird things. She dresses weird too. She wears turtlenecks and stuff. I was like, wow.
I don't think nobody could play that but Issa Rae.
Yeah. Yeah,
That
I agree.
that's some roles are made for some people. And
Right.
when every time I think about her, every time I think about Lauren, I think about Nunu. You know, the cute
Yeah.
girl with the big earrings, with the money. I can't see
Right.
her
Ratch
as being,
bougie. Ratch bougie.
yeah, she like the ratch
Yeah.
bougie. So I can't see her in that role. But then when you start talking about that colorism stuff, though, that kind of brings in something totally different. Now, my thing is, I want to know how colorism fits in with Lauren. I mean,
She light
eh,
skinned. Compared to like, the Issa Rays or the darker skinned actress,
right.
she's the lighter, fair skin. She's like the Lisa Ray.
So here's
Lisa
my
Ray is a
thing
light
then.
woman.
How was she experiencing it? Because most times the lighter person has like the upper hand.
Yeah.
I mean, unless I don't, see, Lauren be trying to make
But
up shit
she
sometimes.
may experience it with white women though.
Now, but see, now that's different. That's
Yeah.
not really colorism, though.
That's racism, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I
Or
don't.
or she may experience it from other dark skinned women. So
Now
like
that is
other
true.
dark skinned women may, feel threatened by her in a sense. So maybe her calling it out, but it probably triggered something. It
Right.
PTSD, that's probably what it was. She was like, oh,
Right.
here go these dark skinned women coming at me again, like my whole childhood.
Now that,
Yeah.
now that is true because now for a long time the lighter was the thing. The Tony
Right.
Braxtons, the I don't want to say Beyonce because she's kind of new, but like the Tony Braxton, the Holly Berrys,
Mariah Carey's.
yes, all of them. That
Mm-hmm.
was the thing. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
But listen, now, baby, anybody can be on that screen. Hell,
Yep. You
I
could
get
be
on there, they
fat,
let me.
chocolate,
That's
Asian.
the chocolate.
Yeah. Sir, hey, some of them like them big too. Hey, it is what you do. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Let me tell you something. Ain't nothing wrong with a big girl. I listen. I'm thicker than a Snicker. Who gonna check me? I'm thicker than a damn Snicker.
Yeah.
Come on and get some extra meat.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, man, that's crazy. But that's a good story, man. I didn't even know they was beefing like that, man.
I think it's resolved now, but I think Issa Rae didn't want to talk about it until it was resolved. Cause like the show has been on the air, it's like on like season 3 or 4 now.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure this has been like something that they just resolved, and she was like, "I can speak about it now because it's over and it's done with. We figured it out."
Right.
And that's how you should handle things on the internet, though. You shouldn't
It is.
speak about it when you beefing about it and it's tension, because then you never will resolve it. Everybody else will start getting in the middle of it, and you'll never get over whatever. So, but no,
So
people don't understand not to take their business to the internet.
no,
They'll just put
no.
it all out there and just tell everybody. Then it just make it the whole situation worse than what it started out as.
It's
But
it
hey,
always makes it worse than what it starts out at. But that brings me to Joe Budden. First of all, let me tell you how I feel about him. I am scared as hell of him. When I hear him talk, and like he can be so smooth, like he like even tone, but then
yeah,
he could just like blow up. Cause I found out about him from Love and Hip Hop.
yeah,
I think he is, and I think he's sexy. I really do. But he
really.
scares the shit out of me. He scares me. He is
I,
one of those people. Like if I saw him in the airport, I would not ask him for his autograph. I would be so
you
scared of
know
him.
what? Joe Budden do kind of look like your husband, so I
Ah!
do with the bald head and I see why you like him. Now, hold on, tall and yeah,
Listen,
Carlos, young Carlos,
no,
yeah.
listen.
That's what they
You
call the
know,
Los.
you know. I like them light.
Yep.
Listen, everybody got a preference. Don't don't check me for my preference. Now I don't discriminate, but I do. like a light man. But
But
so what?
I see a little of myself in Joe, like not like appearance wise, but like how he act, like temper wise. He take
Right.
everything so emotional and kind of personal when in reality it don't even be all that.
No.
But like my first instinct is to be like, you don't think I love you, huh? So you asking all these questions. You know what I mean? Like that's how it is.
Oh
Like, so
God.
I mean, I kind of understand, but like at the end of the day, when it becomes like business wise, it's different. So for instance, I'll just tell you the background story
Yeah. What do
with
you do?
Joe
What do you
Budden.
do?
So his day ones, I mean, some people call them day ones. They wasn't there at day one, right? So
Okay.
Joe probably put in the money for the start the podcast, and so they came in on episode one. The white boy came in on episode 17. The other one came in on episode like 80.
Okay.
And um when they came in or whatever, they weren't there day one, but they did help it grow. They were there for 6 years helping it grow that entire time. So and then so the first 4 or 5 years they weren't making any money. They were just recording every week, making no money off of it. So when they got their first deal, it was presented to the white boy. His name is Rory, and it was from Tidal. And Tidal offered them some money, and he took it to Joe. And Joe was like, "What makes you think that you can go talk about my podcast to, someone or whatever?" And the dude was like, "Yo, I was just trying to make us some money. Like, I didn't want to, I didn't want to step outside my bounds or nothing like that. But we've been broke this whole time doing this. And someone said some money, I'm gonna talk to him." And he was like, Joe just was like, "I'm talking to them. I didn't want you to be talking to them, but thank you for that offer or whatever." But he took it kind of personal,
Yeah, he did.
right?
Right.
He took it kind of personal. So, but the people, Rory, he took that too. It took a mental note to him, like, yo, Joe acting kind of funny when the money started talking. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So boom. So then Joe signs the Spotify deal, but he doesn't tell them that he signed the Spotify deal until they get there to record the podcast. And then he tells them on air, "Yay, we got a Spotify deal for X amount of money. Congratulations for us, da 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 da." You know what I mean? And they're like, "Oh, we signed to Spotify, like, yay, like, ooh, finally. We're doing a good
Okay.
job. We finally getting some money in." So they're not tripping because they're making, you know, 50K a month. They just getting revenues in. And Joe's telling them that they're overpaying them. They are signed on as percentage partners. Joe has that podcast and he has other podcasts on his whole network. But for that podcast, they are signed to get a percentage of everything from the Joe Budden's podcast.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
They get a
Okay.
percentage of that. They was asking Joe for the money. They wanted to see the accountant for the Joe Budden podcast. And Joe was like, "I can send you what I got, but it's just me and my man's kind of doing this accounting stuff right now. But I'm gonna send you what the accountant sends to me, and I'll send that to you whenever I can or whatever." He sends him an Excel sheet. Rory's not. He doesn't like the Excel sheet. He doesn't understand it. He wants it summarized so that he can completely understand it because he's not like a part owner. So he may not understand everything in that Excel sheet. He just needs to see kind of like a summarized version or whatever. That's what
Hmm.
he's thinking. So Joe
Uh-huh.
is like, "I don't know what else to give you." Like, Joe's in that mode of, "I'm giving you what the accountant's giving me. I don't know what else to give you. I've never done this before. Like, I don't have a degree. Like, I barely got a high school diploma. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to do." So
Right.
Rory, he feels some type of way. He gets his lawyers involved, and because he wants to know the money. The lawyers and the accountant gets involved, and they find it's a $400,000 mistake somewhere in Joe's accounting. And Joe explains that that's just business stuff like insurance and touring budgets and hotels and flights and stuff. And it was just kind of wrote off. So,
Uh-huh.
but now they going through a whole like legal battle. He fired them on the air. He was like, "Y'all don't want to show up for work. Y'all want to talk about this money stuff instead. Y'all don't care about the fans." He just fired them and he replaced them with new people. But I feel like I feel for both parts. I don't really know how to feel. Like, I feel like Joe was like, I've been played before. I've been manipulated by the system, and I don't want y'all to think that I would do what has been done to me. And like, as y'all friend, I would want y'all to think and trust me that I would never play y'all like that.
Right.
But at the same time, I feel like if you my friend, just give me the stuff I want to see. Like, show me what you talking about.
Absolutely.
So I don't know.
Absolutely.
I see two
So
sides. I don't know.
okay, so for me, they were getting paid, but they just wasn't the big part of it, right?
So they were getting paid $50K a month, but Joe was coming in there with like Dior hats on, and he coming in there with new stuff. He don't even dress like this. Like, Joe is a white t-shirt, jogging pants guy.
But is he splitting the money with them? That 50K? Is he
That's what
giving? Is he giving them
that
some
that 50K is what. No, they get all of that 50K. Rory get 50K, Maul get 50K, and Joe get the rest. Joe get the rest of whatever. And they want to know what the breakdown is. They want to know how much Joe is really getting, because Joe coming in there with new watches on, new hats, and Joe
of it? Okay.
flexing.
Here's
Like,
my
he
next question.
flexing.
What is the name of the podcast?
It's called the Joe Budden Podcast.
What we talking about?
That is
Listen,
what it's called.
listen, fuck the bullshit. What is the name of the podcast?
He makes the podcast. He get the most money, right?
He get the most money. So they got a show. He brings on two other people.
Yep, he
He's
replaced them.
paying them. He's paying them money. They are agreeing to the show, but he comes in and he's a little more laced out than what they are. So now they're trying to figure out, how the hell can you spend this money when we got this money? And so now we ain't really friends no more, because I want to come in with that damn Rolex watch that you got on. So now I'm trying to count your money, because I feel like I don't have the same money that you have. But again, the name of the podcast is what?
The Joe Budden Podcast.
Baby, he the HNIC. What we talking about?
I mean, I agree. That's why I feel for Joe. I would take it personal. That's why I would take it personal. Because it's like, what the nerve of you? Like, even when you went to Title, well, who do you think you are to go to Title? The name of this podcast is the Joe Budden. You are Rory. You are not Joe Budden. Like, you cannot go talk about my business to somebody else just because you work here.
Listen.
Like, what employee goes and tells somebody else about what you get fired for somewhere in a place like that?
If I go to my boss and be like, listen, I noticed when we got that bonus money, you rolled up here in the new car. I noticed that I do more work than you do. I'm gonna need to know how much you make.
Yeah.
What the hell you think he gonna tell me?
Hey, Joe went on a rant so bad. He was like, the example that, like, with them leaving the show for a month, he was like, that sets a bad example for the rest of his employees. Like, they gonna get mad and think that they can go away for a month.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Good.
But in all honesty, so I got to take it back one more time. He started the show.
Yep.
He brought them on later on in the podcast.
Yep.
It is his name on the show, and I'm telling you, when you start these things up, the mics, the cameras, the software, like, there is a monthly fee. Like, I pay for a monthly fee for the software right now. So there's a monthly fee for all of that stuff. So I do think that they have to be compensated, and maybe they should have once they got that deal, they probably should have had a conversation. But I
Yeah,
guess for him,
they was
it
friends.
really is his show.
But I mean, when you friends, is like I'm breaking you off some nice piece of change. 50K a month. That's sick. That's almost what 600, 300K a year, somewhere in that
Listen,
range.
if
You
you
making
gave
you
me
making a good little
50K,
bit of change.
and I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even know his show was doing that well. Because
Oh
I
yeah.
watch it every now and again, but I didn't know it was breaking them off like that.
Oh, I'm a
So
regular listener.
if you would have given me 50K, Tanya would have shut the fuck up. What you talking about?
Yeah. They
You
get free stuff too. They get like free shoes and stuff. People be sending in free stuff and stuff, merch. Yeah.
listen. Is there anything? Did he already hire somebody? Because I'm gonna quit this shit right here and go work for him.
You got to be his friend. He only put his friends up there.
Okay, Marlon says, how much was the other two making? About 50K, Marlon.
Yeah. They was making 50K a piece. It was three of them on there. Now the other guy, it's four people on there, but the other guy, he does a lot more than just host. Like he also edits their audio, their
Yeah.
video. So he of course he's getting paid more than them.
Listen,
So he's still on the show.
that's a hard job. That
Yeah.
editing stuff, it's I need to take classes in that because there's a lot of stuff I want to edit, but I can't. But I listen.
Yeah.
But you're saying that he actually fired them on air.
On air.
Let's talk
Yeah.
about that part. He
Yeah,
fired them on air.
because they didn't come to work. They didn't come to work. They didn't come to record. And he was like, again, like y'all was already gone a month. We went on vacation and then y'all don't come record. Like y'all fired. Like y'all fired. You're fired. You're fired. Like yes, I gotta be the one to tell you fired because I'm your boss. You're fired. Like on air. And
Okay.
then he deleted it.
Whoa. He fired them
Yeah.
and then he deleted the coverage?
He no, yeah, he uploaded it. It stayed up for like a couple of hours and then he took it down and then like posted an apology, like explaining why he said what he said and like why he took it down.
Okay, we got another guess. Okay. So listen, Foxy, I got a question for you. You ain't moving. Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you a little bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to call in again. Let me try to call
Okay,
in
do
on
that. Okay. So I want to ask her if I was paying her $50,000, would she say something or would she shut the hell up? Okay. Marlon says if you don't shut the up, making 50,000 a month. Listen, if anybody got anything they want to say, there is a link in the comments. Click on the link and it'll bring you in. But how do it so you just said that he only hires his friends.
Yeah, to be the host on the show, he likes to hire his friends because
Then
it's a
how do
chemistry. It's a
it is?
chemistry like that they bring to the show.
It is because on here we're all family. So we've been
Yeah,
around each other, we know each other, we cut up with each other, all of that stuff. But
right.
if you're friends, how do you fire your friend on air?
I would if I would fire all of my friends. I
On
would fire
air?
them on. I would fire them on air or not on air. But they know my personality though. Like the way that Joe handled things, I think I would handle them the same way. Like just get so angry at the moment and just be like, they fired. Everybody's fired. Like, fuck it. You know what I mean? Like
So
that's
would
how I
y'all
would
still
be.
be friends? Would you still
We
be
will
friends
have
with
to work that friendship out though. We will have to work it out outside of we will have to leave the business alone to work on our friendship because we're not gonna be able to do both. So it's you either gonna do this business and we're not gonna be friends, and that's not gonna work for our business because our business involves the chemistry involves us being friends. So we can't do business. So we just need to either be friends. We'll work on our friendship after I'm done being mad at you because you messing up business. You messing up business at this point. You had to hire a lawyer. That means I had to hire a lawyer.
Yeah,
That
that's
means that's
money.
cutting into my money.
That's
And
true.
now I don't, it's so all this stuff going on now. Like nah. And now he got like Joe also has a sexual harassment thing he got going on too. So
No.
yeah, he was on he has, I told you he has a network. So on the other podcast, it's an all female podcast. He was on there. He said something to one of the co-hosts on there. Her name was Olivia Dope. He said something inappropriate to her. Like, I can't wait to, have sex with you later or something like that. I didn't get to hear it. He took it down just as fast. He legit keeps them up for like 2 hours and it takes it down. And then he apologized. He said that, he doesn't want to disrespect women like that again and all this good stuff. But that man is crazy.
Listen, I personally like Joe. All right, so Foxy, you here?
Boy.
What the hell? Huh? What did you say?
I was saying, oh boy, I can't believe I got connected.
Why you can't believe you got connected? Was there a problem?
It was a problem. It took a long time to get back in. And it's like, kind of like it's lagging a little bit.
Oh, okay. So I got a question for you. So let's just say we started making money on this podcast, right? So you coming to work and I'm coming to work, and I'm wearing Gucci and Prada, Rolex watches, but I'm paying you $50,000 a month. Okay, I'm paying you $50,000 a month. But now that I'm wearing all this stuff, you want to know how much money we're really making in this podcast. So my question is, would you ask me, and then if you didn't like my answer, would you go get a lawyer and sue me?
When?
Would you sue me?
No, you brought me in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that doesn't even make sense. No, I wouldn't sue you. I would
Netta,
ask for a raise though.
You getting $50,000 a month.
She is.
Look like you get more. So can you hook us up with a little raise?
So what? So what?
I would ask for a raise. I wouldn't sue you, but I would ask for a raise.
What if I said no?
I've been told no before.
Look, Netta said she gonna sue my ass.
She look like the type.
Netta, you gotta go. Hold on. Barbara says, hold on 1 second. I gotta read this one. Nope. Barbara says she gonna be silent. She gonna be a silent partner. That's right, Barbara, because $50,000 is a lot of money. Now wait a minute. Somebody else got something to say. Hold on. Okay, Mr. Clyburn, how you doing tonight?
Man.
What's your name? First of all, what's your name?
What?
What is your name? You might not want to be called what I called you.
It's Bone Clyburn.
Okay. We got a couple of things we talked about tonight. But the last thing that we were talking about is if I was giving you $50,000 per month to be...
I would shut the fuck up. This is the most... When you have a podcast of your own, it ain't like all the money is coming in. You have expenses that the other people that you brought in is not paying either. So all they doing is contributing and getting paid. So for you to go up to the person that giving you the opportunity to come in and ask them, well, why you look better than me? Because I go shopping with my money. I don't know what the hell you do with yours, but you getting paid. It ain't like you coming on for free. I'm paying you. I brought you in to get paid. In other words, what was you doing before I brought you in on the show?
That part.
50,000.
Well, so Rory, he used to work for Atlantic Records. He used to work for some recording studio. He was like a part of their marketing team. And in Mall, I think he was a drug dealer, but we can't really prove that.
Whoa. Wait a minute.
We can't.
Oh,
Don't nobody really know what Maul did before the podcast.
So-
Can't nobody prove it.
so
They don't
ma-
got no tax records.
That's like
Don't
Tony
nobody
ain't
know.
got no job.
So $50,000
Tommy ain't
may
had
have been
no
a pay
job.
cut. We don't know. We don't know now. $50,000 may have been a pay cut,
Man,
We don't know.
but we don't know.
We don't know.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Look, LA said, just give me the crumbs off the table. I know that's right. Give me the
But
crumbs, baby.
But you do have to look at it as you're doing very well if you're able to start your friends off with a salary of $50,000 a piece.
That's not salary. They're on their percentage partners, so they get a percentage of everything that comes into the Joe Budden podcast. So it varies. It could be $50K this month. It could be $75 next. It could be $45. It could be $30. It just depends on how the numbers do within that month.
Okay, so then from their perspective, they're thinking that Joe is finagling the money.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, okay.
No, it's not okay. Because listen.
No, it's not okay. No, I still would have shut the fuck up and got my 50,000. I just can see what they're saying with okay, because you do have to kind of look at it as if they're let's say Tanya, I do work for you.
Mm-hmm.
And the podcast is doing great, is doing wonderful. I'm making 45 this month, 50 this month, everything else. And then the next couple of months, I'm looking at
It get light.
30, 35, but I'm looking at the numbers and going, Tanya, we making the same numbers. Why is my check going low? And why you look so damn good?
Listen.
So
yeah.
Maybe I paid all of my debt off, and now I can go out and I can shop and do what I want to do with my money. I don't count your money. I'm trying to figure out why people count.
I get that, but again, like I said, if we're making the same numbers, same viewership, but my salary is going lower, you know, that does kind of make you want to question, like, what is going on?
Yeah,
Why
I see both sides. Like, the paranoid me would be like, I need to see all the numbers right here. Give me everything. I need to see it. And then once I'm proven wrong, I apologize. I write it down. I sing it. I'm sorry. Like, what do you want to hear? Like, I'm
sorry.
Because I don't want to cross no lines, but at the same time, I don't want to be naive. So it's the difference. I don't know.
Because you go ahead.
So why was all of this not talked about in the beginning?
Because they friends.
See,
like when you friends and you know you wasn't getting paid for like 4 years, and then all of a sudden somebody want to talk about some money. Well, I know he gonna break me off some. You know what I mean? I know he gonna look out because we started this together. I don't feel like I have to question it until the money started lighting up. Like Marlon said, like it gets light. What you gonna do? You gonna start questioning.
If you friends though, money shouldn't even be an issue.
Who is that?
You should
in the room with you.
Who the hell is that?
God.
If you friends, you should be looking out for your friends. That's especially if you know, hey, they ain't getting paid for 4 years.
Yeah.
Like I said, it really does. It really does make you kind of question, like if your money is going low, but your viewerships is at the same or even getting better, or you picked up a sponsor or two. You do got the kind of question. You don't want to.
Hold on, wait.
Give me my rate.
I thought you was gonna shut the fuck up and take your 50K. I thought you was gonna shut the fuck up and take your 50K. Now you asking questions.
You know what? You're absolutely right.
Like I said.
If I was making my 50K, I would shut the fuck up and make my 50K. If I went from 50 to 35, fucker, you need to tell me where the hell my other 15 to 1,000. Just saying. We need some questions answered. I want some damn coochie too.
Oh my God. Okay, listen. All right. I'm done
That's
with
fair.
that one. I'm done. Again, understand the name of the show is the Joe Budden Podcast.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's his podcast show.
Joe.
So he can split it the way he wants to split it. Honestly, y'all didn't have a contract. You didn't have a contract.
Their contract is percentage partners. That's the
percentage of which one though? Because remember, you said he had a couple of podcasts. So is it just this one, or that one? See,
is it just a?
Oh, she done got me. She'll come back.
So was it? Did they have a percentage of Joe Budden company or just a podcast?
See, that is my thing. And that's the question that I was asking, because he has so many. It might have just been a part of just the Joe Budden podcast, but not this podcast and that podcast.
Yeah.
Yes. So
it could have been from other ones.
It could have been that we need to. Well, we don't need to see it. It ain't our damn business. But the question is, was it a percentage of the Joe Budden industry?
What's in the contract?
Or was it just the Joe Budden podcast that you are involved in?
Just that.
What's in the contract? What's in the contract?
It was just that.
Yeah, it was just that. You just get a percentage of the Joe Budden's podcast, not the Joe Budden network.
Okay.
Yeah, so now I want to bring this up. Ashley, if you don't want to talk about it, you don't have to.
Okay.
But the next thing we were going to talk about was the Asian law that got passed for the violence against the Asians. Wait a minute. Whoa. I want to read one more thing. Barbara says, looks like they wanted a percentage of Joe Biden's ass.
Wow. Wow.
I am done. That shit was funny. Okay. How about with the tears on that one? Not the ass. Woo! Okay. So, this thing about the Asian law, violence against the Asians, it was passed quickly. Let's understand that. It was passed very quickly. And for the life of me, y'all, listen, I want to say this first. I love being Black, and that does not make me a racist. It just means that I'm proud of how I was born and what I was born as. I'm a proud Black woman. Our color, we've gone through a lot of things, and although we went through 400 years of slavery, right now we're still going through things. Mm-hmm. Has anything been passed for us?
Here's the issue with that. The Asian crime bill law is a lie. It is not an Asian crime bill law. Okay. I read the Asian crime bill law. It is a crime bill law. If you actually read through the bill, there is no race mentioned through the whole bill. No race, no Asian, no Black, no Hispanic, no Latino, nothing. There is not a race in that bill. It is literally just a flat out another crime bill law. And it is no more than we need more money, give it to law enforcement so they can investigate hate crimes. But it is not an Asian crime bill law. There is nothing that even says Asian throughout the whole bill.
Then why even name it that?
I don't think they named it. I think that's what the media named it.
I think it was told to the public that an Asian crime bill law was passed, but it's not an Asian crime bill law. It's not. It's another hate. It's not a hate bill law.
No, he may have gave a speech. He may have gave a speech speaking on the Asian hate, and then mentioned about passing some law to help with it. With it, and then that may have hinted to the Asian crime bill. Somebody, they didn't just come up with that out the blue, did they?
No,
no.
I think it's an interpretation when we heard we need to really do something with these hate crimes, with all these crimes against the Asian Americans, and there's a crime bill being passed. And subconsciously, we combined it that it was going to be an Asian crime bill law.
Well, what had been happening was, and
God,
come on, man, you know who this is. So what had been happening was, this segment of people had been attacked, but because of a loophole, that person who attacked them, the suspect, never attacked another Asian person before, so they couldn't call it a hate crime. So in order to stop them from getting off, they had to find a way to cut that loophole. So that's the basis of this law or whatever that they passed, this bill that they passed.
Now, LA says, why did Biden give them reparations?
You talking about stimulus checks?
Yeah, when did they give them reparations?
I don't know nothing about that.
I don't know anything about them getting reparations.
Stimulus checks is our reparations for the pandemic. He made us stay in the house, so he said, "Hey, here goes some stimulus checks." Sorry, that's how I see stimulus.
Well, I was made to go to work, and apparently they know that because I ain't get my stimulus check. So it must be for the people who stayed home.
I would say call somebody, but they ain't answering phones right now.
They ain't answering no phone.
Hey,
I want to say this though. You know, if you're gonna pass these laws to prevent hate crimes, or for whatever race, it doesn't matter to me. It need to be across the board for everybody.
Right.
It need to be mainly for police. Can we start with the people that's supposed to be there to protect? We need to start there.
Okay, Carlos, click the link. We can't call you. Click the link. If you can't click the link, let me know in the comments. If you can't click the link, I'm gonna put it up again.
Joe Biden also signed a bill for transgender hate or something like that. He did that like the first or second day in office, to prevent crimes against transgenders or LGBT people.
I don't have a problem with that.
Had been an executive order. Only Congress, the Senate can actually pass a bill, but Joe Biden can make executive orders. And the only dangerous things with executive orders is, the only problem with executive orders is a president can sign an executive order, and a next president can come in and unsign this same executive order.
Right.
But if it passes through the House and the Senate and it becomes a bill, it's a lot harder to undo that. Right. Because it would have to also go through the House and the Senate to be voted on to get rid of.
So how do y'all feel about how he's doing so far in office? How you feel? You think he all right, or?
I think he can do more, way more.
I don't think he got the time, but
he has. Go ahead.
But I mean, I feel like he's doing exactly what everybody voted for him to do when he got in office. We didn't vote for him to do anything to help Black people. He didn't run on that. He didn't even come off to say that he was gonna help Black people. He went to the Latinos and did a speech for the Latinos and told them what he would do for them. but he ain't do no fancy speech for the black people in the hood of Beatties Ford. He didn't do that. He didn't go talk to them. So it's, to me, it was like he got a lot of things he want to do for other people, for other races, but for capitalism to really work, somebody has to suffer, and it just happens to be us. I mean, that's just how it works. I mean, it is what it is. Because I mean, everybody else can leave. Like, you can't make the Hispanic suffer. It get bad over here, they just go back to where they was at. It was bad over there too. Like, you can't. Like, you what you gonna do? It's either gonna be the black people or it's gonna be the black people. Who else is left? The Asians will go back where they from.
Wait a minute, let me read this comment. Let me read this comment before you go, Marlon. Melissa says, nobody deserves nothing but black people and Native Americans. We've both been ignored and spit on for centuries. Go ahead, Marlon.
They got their land. The Native Americans got their money and their land.
Okay, now you don't make me think of two things. One, I don't even care how much Secret Service you got. Don't be no white man on Beatties Ford Road giving no speech. You ain't got enough protection.
Don't worry, he ain't coming.
You ain't going no Beatties Ford Road making no speech.
Ain't nobody gonna hurt Joe. If Joe won't go and arrest black men for unnecessary crimes like stealing a candy bar, then of course you can come to Beatties Ford. But if you have already shown that you a racist motherfucker, then you can't come to Beatties Ford.
Don't take your ass to Beatties Ford Road. I'm a damn black man. I ain't going to Beatties Ford Road.
What's up?
Yeah, you from Beatties Ford.
Well, yeah.
What it do, folks?
What's going on?
What's up?
Hey, we chilling. Oh, Colin. Hey, y'all drinking? What y'all drinking on?
Some monkey shoulders and some Jack and some Heineken. Oh, yak.
Yak.
Oh, yeah, I ain't never even hit that. Yeah, I never. That's Tim shit. Well, what's the topic?
Man, we got a couple of topics. We got.
How you feel about Joe?
Go ahead, Ashley.
How you feel about Joe in office right now, the president?
You feel like he's doing all right?
I think he's like any other politician.
That part.
I mean, I think any politician's they're gonna appease their base. You know what I'm saying? I think they're just gonna. Yeah, you know, it's just all about, you know what I'm saying, appeasing your base and keeping the sponsor that whoever sponsored you happy. Make the laws for them, you know, applicable in every kind of way. So it's all about the corporations. It ain't about the presidents or the politicians. It's all about the corporation. They have whoever puppet they put in place is what's going to happen. That's the agenda that's going to be received.
You heard about the shit with the transgender. They passed a law for transgender and the Asians because of the COVID.
Yeah.
Why they ain't passed for the black people being harassed for all these years?
I don't know. Y'all heard that?
Yeah, so listen, everybody. That's
because he a conservative Democrat. He a conservative Democrat, so he's gonna please the white people, but then act like emotionally please the black people because that's what black people like. But they don't. Instead of they emotional and they don't listen to the actions.
I'm
Is it
emotional.
really worth voting for the president? Is it really worth it? I mean, they ain't benefiting us.
I think it is.
I mean, we want Trump out. We have to get Trump out.
Yeah,
I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it because so many people died for this right that I didn't have nothing to do with me. That like they ain't even know me, and they did it for me anyway. So who am I to say that death was in vain? You know what I mean?
I guess what I'm trying to say is it's really not benefiting us still to this day. For the right.
I mean, not until we do our research, right? Because like my uncle just said, right? We put the man in office and he ran on what he ran on is what he's doing. It's not like he's going outside of nothing that he said he wasn't going to do. He's doing what he said he was going to do. If we put Bernie up there who was yelling at the corporations, yelling at people saying, you guys are wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
Hey,
We're here for the black people.
I wasn't gonna vote for Bernie. He just don't look like he got about 7 years left. And I just I didn't want to
Joe,
put that stress
you think
on
Joe?
him.
You think Joe got? You think Joe got? You think Joe?
I'm
gonna
just
fill
saying
the
though,
term?
when Joe got a little style, man. That nigga came in there. Biden came with that little school bus coat on, and I can't do that. I ain't with that. No, I can't do that.
No, I was going for Elizabeth Warren. I wasn't even going for Bernie.
I think Elizabeth Warren messed up when she said she had Indian in her, and it was only like 1% or something. Yeah, it's just that it went out the window then. I didn't want to deal with her. But I am Elizabeth Warren fan though. I am.
One drop of blood.
That's it.
I'm with you. What the hell is you talking about?
I mean, I'm barely Cuban, but I'm repping Cuban now. Like, I'm Cuban. I got a flag and everything.
Y'all like Kamala Harris?
Okay.
I mean,
Joe Biden was pretty much put in office to put the status quo back into office, comparing to what we had to go through the last 4 years. So Joe ain't gonna move the needle. Joe ain't gonna be this whole big thing that he's gonna change the world, even though he's really trying to with this $2.9 trillion thing that he's trying to put through to be Franklin Roosevelt and change the world. But if anybody was thinking that he was going to just come and change the world, that ain't what Joe is. And everybody knew that. Going between Joe and Trump, we literally was just voted for the lesser of the two evils.
That's it.
So basically, all we know is we can push Biden. We can actually, if we get on Biden's nerve long enough, we can get some things from Biden. We ain't getting jack from Trump. Trump ain't going to figure out what the racist people want first, and then he'll go that route. My
problem with Biden is he had too many long stares and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what he's thinking about. I don't know what he's thinking about. It bothers me. Like, you know, like you knew you was coming out there to speak, and you like forget. And I can't get with that. I like it.
Look, you knew what's gonna be boring when he actually went out there and jogged out to his inauguration. Here comes Joe Biden.
He needed to do that. He needed to do that for me because I don't think he's gonna finish the term. I think Kamala gonna be our first African American woman in the White House because
where the hell is she? Where is she?
Joe, I don't know about y'all, but Joe's from the jump. Oh, we won. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, Kevin Durant had 32 points. God. Hey, I missed the game to watch out, man. I just want y'all know that's real love. The Nets in the playoff.
Look, let me say this about Joe and Kamala. They both was on the wrong side of the ticket for the mass incarceration type, you know, the prison reform. It was on the wrong side of things. But like you know, like Marlon said, it's the lesser of two evils, which it always is. And there's no change at the top.
In that.
And like Colin was alluding to, why do we really vote for the president? I get what he's saying. They ain't making no changes. We because every state gonna still do what they gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That governor have more say so than that president. But my thing is, we as people, or as black people, we want our kids to be the doctors, the lawyers, the athletes, but we never say we want them to be politicians. And if we want to change, that's where our change has to come. We have to get them into the city council members. We got to get them into the mayors, governors, congressmen. That's where we got to get them. We don't push them there. So I change, and our voice ain't gonna never be heard till we get them there.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you though. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even think that the white people will vote for them. Like, you had to be Obama. Like, when Obama came in and he said that change, the world was moving into transformation. And then Donald Trump, believe it or not, he was not an average president. He changed too. He was different, just like Obama was different. But then when y'all went and put the status quo back, y'all don't even know how we set ourselves back some, because we could have changed it up by putting somebody a little different, kind of liberal like Bernie or Elizabeth, another different diversity change in the office. We would have kept that change the same, and we may have seen some progress because we had already started some change with Obama, and then we seen some. But I mean, I don't know.
But somebody like Bernie. I ain't voting for Bernie. I'm just
But my thing is, when everybody wants to talk about voting for Joe Biden or Donald Trump, that wasn't the real race to me. The real race was the Democrat race. When we had the choice to pick who we wanted up there, and we chose Joe, we had other people we could have picked, and we started the race late. That's why we was late, and we got what we got. So, I mean, it is what it is now. We can only blame ourselves.
Yeah,
I get that. But who could have beaten Trump other than Biden though? Because Bernie makes a lot of enemies.
Nobody. Bernie makes enemies
because are not strong enough right now to. Progressives are not strong enough right now to be.
They're not going to be. They're not going to, because there's no proof to their methods. It's all emotionally
going to be,
based.
but it's going to probably be within the next 10 years if we can actually just keep pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing. But right now, it is still a two-party race between Democrats and Republicans. And until this is the only thing that I like about the pandemic. I know I'm about to do some shit right now. This is the only thing that I like about the pandemic, and this is the only reason why the Republicans so much wanted us to hurry up and get out of the pandemic and get back to normal and everything else. The only reason the pandemic did anything was to slow everything down. And when it slowed everything down, that means the only thing we could do was pay attention to all the bullshit that was really going on in Washington. And once we really started finding out all the stuff that was going on in Washington, we started acting a damn fool and saying, y'all acting stupid. So now, of course, the Republicans are going to say, oh, no, we got to get back to normal so we can start acting stupid again. That's why the progressives are going to start getting up there. We just got to keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and stop getting back to the normal and start focusing more on who we got running this country compared to what's the new album and what's the new movie coming out.
One thing about Americans, they become complacent. So if you go back to the normal, they're going to get stuck in that complacent normal path. They're never going to go progressive. You have to push that change. And when it comes to transformation, it's always uncomfortable in the beginning. You're not used to this. I don't like this. It feels weird. But when you get in there, that's the new normal. When that change get in there and you get comfortable with that change, that's your new normal. And the people got to come to understand that. You got to see something different. Otherwise, you're going to see the same thing constantly happen because you're used to that normal. We got to try to change the barrier at some point. Try somebody different. Put a woman up here.
We're going to have to start making people uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we got to have to stop being unapologetic about everything that we do.
Like shooting the police back. No.
Oh, whoa.
Not share the thoughts and ideas on this forum.
Don't you delete this?
I'll play it.
I gotta read what Barbara said. She said, I think people picked Joe because he was under Obama and they felt like things were going to go back to the way it was with Obama. Yep. Basically back the way it was then.
But little did they know Joe didn't do nothing when he was in there with Obama.
It was let's face it, Obama got Joe because he knew he could pick up Joe
votes. Exactly. That's why they pick all their VPs. All of them. Why you think Joe picked Kamala? He needed the black vote.
You know that?
How y'all feel about Obama?
What'd he say?
Obama put this. What do y'all feel about Obama? Did he do enough for us, or was he not able to do enough for Black
No,
president?
I don't think he did enough, and I think he was fearful that if he did too much for us, that he would get backlash from other people. But I think he could have done more. I do.
I don't think-
Obama was.
I don't think he could.
Everybody was against the party and the Republicans. So I always tell you, I wish I knew Obama personally to really know to talk to him behind the scenes and just hear what he would be, to really know him and see how he feel about it. I mean, it's like in the corporate world, in the work world, you can put a person in a higher power, a Black in higher power, you know, at your job. At the end of the day, they don't have but so much power. They can't do but so much. Like at my job, a human resource guy. Well, when they hire, just say they hire 10 people. Usually 7 or 8 whites and 2 or 3 blacks. So this human guy changed the narrative. What's going to happen to him? It's a white company, a racist company. What's going to happen to him? So that's how I kind of feel about Obama. That's why I would want to know what's his true personality, how he truly is as a man. I would really like to know how he truly is as a man.
Well, that's what I said about the president. The president is a puppet. I think he's the puppet of whatever party won. And not even of the party that won. He's just a puppet that happened to win. So, but if you ain't winning that you don't have a majority of that Senate or that House, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We saw that 8 years with Obama. It doesn't matter. If you don't have that Senate, have that House, your ideologies that you have or the good intentions that you want to put forth, it goes nowhere because you don't have any votes.
It still also depends on who actually is in the House and the Senate. We have the House and the Senate right now. Democrats has the Senate. The Democrats have the House. And they still want to have a kumbaya meeting with Republicans. They don't know how to play dirty like Republicans did. When the Republicans had the House and the Senate, whatever it is they wanted, they got it, and the hell with what the Democrats want. Now we got the House and the Senate, and we want to be bipartisan. Fuck that bipartisan crap. We got the House and the Senate. We ain't got the answer to you for absolutely nothing whatsoever. But no, because they apologetic. They have to be they want to be the nice guy. And at the very end, and I'm going to make a prediction right now. If these Democrats right now don't get their head out their ass, they're losing in 2022. We did not vote you into office to work with the Republicans. That is not what we got you into office for. We don't give a damn about what the Republicans want, because what the Republicans want is more money for corporations and less money for the people. Period.
Yeah, they don't like big government. They don't like big government. What's crazy about Republicans, they don't like big government, but they want to control the government. Like, I don't get that. Like, they want to say, we don't like big government, means that, we don't want the government to say what we can't do. But then the Republicans also want to come back and say, on state, we want to be able to tell our state what we can't do. So whether we're looking at it as a big umbrella or separate entity as far as states, you're still looking at a government telling the people what they can and can't do. You're just not looking at it as the umbrella. You don't want the president or what he preside over to tell each state what they can and can't do.
And the government's supposed to be.
It's for the status quo.
I'm saying it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
we can make it be for the people. Separation, how it's gonna be for the people.
I say we do an insurrection at Baba Scotia and let our voice be heard.
Oh, what? What we doing?
What the hell?
What are we doing again?
An insurrection at Baba Scotia and let our
Oh,
voice
no,
be heard.
And Barbara's
No. You could go ahead and do that. You keep forgetting your ass black. Go ahead. Hey, bro. Go ahead.
It's closed.
Your ass ain't making it to the gate. I bet you won't make it to the gate.
Hey, Barbara say, I'm down. Let's ride.
Yeah, you gonna ride, all right. You're gonna ride in the back of a damn hearse.
All right, listen. One last topic. And I'm glad I got men on the show to answer this question. In the case of a breakup, what is the one
answer this crowds it may incriminate me.
you gonna answer this question?
I refuse to answer this on a ground that it may incriminate me.
1 second. Hold on.
Wait. Listen, you gotta answer it. The question is, in the case of a breakup, what is the one thing that you must do? You've had plenty of girlfriends. When you break up with them, what is the one thing that you must do, or that you found yourself doing that you didn't even realize that you were doing after a breakup? I'll go first. I'm gonna let y'all think. I'm gonna go first. The one thing that I do after every breakup is I cry. Okay? I have to cry that shit out from my soul. And so what I do is I put on Brian McKnight. Remember that? One last cry before I leave it all. I put that on. I lay in the bed in the dark of the dark, and I just fucking cry my eyeball. I cry. That is, and I didn't even notice I did it, but I have found that that's what I do. I cry my eyeballs out after a breakup. Okay.
Well,
Carlos?
what I do, if I'm
Okay.
care for this woman, I get
What?
fucked up. If I really care for the woman, I just get fucked up. My homeboy used to come over here, you know, I'm hurt. I may shed a tear later, but I know I gotta go find another one. I gotta move. What? I'm probably gonna get fucked up.
Hey, look, okay, I'm gonna tell you. And I ain't had a lot of relationships. I ain't really been in like 2 relationships in my whole life. Relationships.
Lie.
I only been in 2 relationships.
Liar, pants on fire.
I might have, I had 2 relationships my whole life. This is what I did. When me and you broke up that one time. Well, we broke up twice. We broke up twice, Tanya. When one time you went to school, one thing I did when you left and we broke up, I took my chain back from you. You weren't deserving of my goddamn chain. I took my chain back. But the other time we broke up, me and Colin was together and we were getting drunk and smoking cigarettes on the side of his daddy's house.
And my girl that broke up with me at the same time. And we still up
That's true. That's real true.
Wait a minute. I got something to tell the people. Because I told my kids this today. I want y'all to know that Carlos broke up with me because I was going off to college.
That ain't what I broke up for.
And he said there was no way I was going to be faithful to him and go to college at the same time.
I didn't
have
pressure being understanding.
What?
I didn't want to put that much pressure on you. I wanted to have a good time. We was only long distance. I was in my prime. I knew I was in my prime. You go in, you wanted to go to school. be great. I was gonna be great.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
No, that's the truth. I got my hand on 10 bottles.
No, what it was you wanted to do what you want to do, so you used that as an excuse. You took your necklace back from me.
You ain't had no H in your name at the time. Wasn't no need for you to have my necklace with an H medallion on there. I needed that back.
He made me some cassette tapes to take with me, and gave me a kiss. Took his necklace and said goodbye.
It worked out. It worked out. It worked out.
That's all that counts.
So did he just go through a breakup? Just
No, I was thinking, I say, damn, Lowe's got his woman back. I ain't get my woman back. At that time, I lost my lady. And I was like, damn, Lowe's got his woman. Everybody cries out smoking cigarettes and drinking beer and liquor or whatever. I'm like, damn, he got his woman back. I'm sitting over here by myself. But it worked. Years later, but I'm happy that y'all worked it out.
Hey, it worked out. It worked out. Marlon, what you got? What you do? This is
Not
a
a damn
man's
thing.
thing. Huh?
Mm-mm.
You broke up.
Next topic. Next topic.
You're not gonna answer that.
I've been in a relationship for 19 years. I ain't got to answer shit.
I've been in a relationship for damn 16, 17,
Oh, this-
18.
I don't remember.
You gonna plead the fifth?
I don't remember. I don't know what the hell I did.
You don't know what you did.
I probably sat outside her house waiting for her to come home. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
the audience don't believe you. We don't.
I have no idea what I did 19
we
years
believe
ago.
that you remember and that you Nah, we done with it. We don't believe you.
Next topic.
Oh gosh. So listen. What else? What else y'all got? Because that was it for me. That was it for me, man. What else you got?
Hey, I got
ain't nobody else want to call in. What you say?
I got a question.
Uh-huh.
Do y'all wipe with your left or your right hand? I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just asking. One time I had a breakthrough, and it wasn't no good. It wasn't no good time though. I had a breakthrough moment, and it just. I think I was pushing too hard. You don't want to break through in the bathroom. You don't want to break through in the bathroom.
No.
Look, okay.
Hey, somebody want to talk about you sitting outside of the house, Marlon. I've sat outside somebody's house before.
I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did. I
posted pictures.
You know what?
On Carlos' windows of his car because he pissed me off. So all of the pictures that I had of him, I took them and I stuck them on his car. Did I leave a letter with that?
No. You didn't leave them on my car. You were going to leave them on my car, but I came outside and saw you, and so you handed me. Going to, and all because I wasn't able to go to a game, Panther game in South Carolina. First started.
But there was a reason why though.
That ain't bad though.
We ain't talking about the reason why.
That ain't bad.
Okay, you don't want to talk about it, but okay, that was the reason why. But okay.
Okay, I do have one.
No, We were not in a relationship.
But who did you spend the most time with?
I refuse to answer. I'm grounded.
Told you. Y'all fuckers ain't y'all gonna listen to me when I tell you to shut the fuck up. When I tell you to shut up, shut the fuck up.
Okay,
You don't give an inch. You don't give a damn inch. Don't give shit. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, Marlon, what was your story?
Okay, the only story that I actually have is that I moved in with my girlfriend, but I was tricked into moving in with her.
Tricked? Oh,
in other words, I didn't volunteer to move in with her. She tricked me into moving in with her.
How did she do that?
So she was living in South Carolina at the time. I, of course, was living in North Carolina. We happened to work at the same place.
Okay.
That was close to both of our houses. And we had different schedules. So when I got off, she'd be like, "Oh, you can go to work the next day, and no big deal." So I was like, "Oh, that makes sense. I don't want to go all the way back to North Carolina and everything when you like 5-10 minutes away. So I'll go over there, rest up, and go to work." So a couple of times that happened, come over to my house, rest up, and everything else. So that turned into, well, why don't you come over and spend a night and go to work the next day?
Okay, that makes sense.
That turned into, well, it don't make no sense for you to go home every day. Why don't you just spend the weekend? That turned into, well, since you're here every week going to work, why don't you just come here instead of going home? Why don't you just come over here after work every day instead of going all the way home? That don't make any sense. Slowly but sure. And I'm going to tell you exactly when I figured out that I was being fooled. I can tell you exactly when it happened. When I sat there, I was nervous because I had to go to work the next day, and I went, damn, I ain't got no shirt for the next day. I didn't bring no shirt.
Okay.
So I told her, I was like, I'm going to have to go home and get a shirt because, I didn't bring a shirt. She goes into her drawer and pulls out my clean shirt. Here you go. You got it right here. Well, what the fuck? Wait a minute. Hold up. Why the fuck is you washing my clothes? Why the fuck do I got a drawer?
Listen. No. I ain't gonna let you play my sister. She was helping you out. She was saving you
I ain't
gas.
say your sister. I said a significant person. I ain't say your sister. That was your sister.
I know you did say her name.
Hey,
She was saving you gas. She was saving you time. I'm pretty sure she was cooking you meals. She was trying to help you. See, here's the thing. We are so nice and we're considerate and we're trying to help you. And then you don't want to be helped and then you want to blame us for being considerate. We can't win for losing.
Ollie, it just sound like you tripped and fell into the potato salad.
I ain't about to take I ain't about to listen to no chain snatcher. That ain't gonna happen. I ain't gonna listen to no chain snatcher.
He snatched my chain.
With your H. I ain't even gonna listen to no little chain snatcher.
Yeah. Chain snatcher. Yeah.
Who chain snatcher?
I got a bunch of times.
Chain snatcher.
You a chain snatcher.
I reached my hand and she politely gave. I didn't snatch.
You reached your hand.
Let me ask y'all a question. I want to ask y'all a question. And this may be for the gentleman in the back of column because he can probably answer this more. What does it take for a good woman? Okay, like Marlon was saying, she offered him to come over, save him some gas. I'm pretty sure she cooked and all this kind of stuff. What do y'all really want? men really want? Do you prefer the crazy ass woman that's gonna flip on you because that gives you a little more excitement? Is it that the good woman is she considered boring because she wants to cook, she wants to clean, this, that, and the third? What are you guys looking for?
You are.
Wait a minute, you both can't talk at the same time.
Go.
Listen. They want a girl with extensions in their hair. Bamboo earrings. At least 2 pair. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're looking for in the good. You say the good woman is boring. The good woman ain't boring. First off.
You try to sell you. I heard what you said. You want the lady instead of the good woman.
Right.
What makes you think I didn't marry the crazy one?
No. Oh, wait a minute.
So hold on. Ask the question.
Hold on, Marlon. What you say, Cola? You want me to ask it again? You want me to ask it again?
Yeah.
Okay. So my question is, you have a woman who is consistent. She's a good lady. She cooks, she cleans, all of those things. And then you have another young lady, and let's just say, I'm gonna give a good example. Okay. So you have one lady. She's what I consider thicker than a Snicker. Okay. She ain't got the Coca-Cola bottle, but she a pretty woman. She carries herself well. She works, she cleans, she cooks for you. All of those things. Then you have the other lady. She does have the Coca-Cola shaped bottle, body. And she don't do a whole bunch of cooking. She a little bit of crazy, but she keeps you entertained. What are you looking for? What are you looking for? Does it matter because she has the small shape and these Kim Kardashians and all this kind of bullshit? Like, what are you looking for?
Let's start off with that first.
Okay.
As we get older as men, I want a woman that's got my back. I do like what I like. I like a certain type, but I come to realize a certain type. So the one that got the banging body at 50 years old or 40 something, 50 years, that usually don't work for me. I want a woman I know that's gonna have my back no matter what. Not to say that I'm cheating or whatever, but if I'm just, being good to her, showing her love, got her back, I want to know that she got my back when I got a rough time. Or, go put, I don't know. This is a deep ass question. I want somebody. I want somebody who's there for me. Because I'm not gonna make the best decisions all the time.
Right.
When I don't make decisions, I want to know that she's there for me. It may not be the best decision financially or whatever. I mean, whatever it may be. I want to know. I want this woman who I can't wait to get home to see when I get off of work. Like I'm rushing home. I want
that. Like the one that
What did he say? The one you what?
got that chicken fried up when I get home. That chicken fried up.
Yes, I fried the chicken, honey. The chicken is good and fried.
I've been through some shit. You got to understand that. I've been through some crazy stuff where I show love. They pretty much SHI me. It's a lingering factor.
And that's shit for y'all that can't spend.
So I want somebody who got my back. I know who's loyal to me and all about me. Because if I love you, I'm gonna be all about you. We're younger, we done stuff, but we older now.
Right.
So I want somebody to know who is really about Cola.
Absolutely.
And I'm not gonna be perfect. I want somebody I know that got my back and we go build together. That's what I want now. It ain't all, I ain't about just looks. You ain't got to be the prettiest woman. You can be sexy or have sex appeal about yourself, and that can be beautiful enough to me, beautiful than the prettiest woman I ever seen in my life. Your sex appeal could be beautiful to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How you carry yourself, that can be beautiful. How you just carry yourself, you react with me, and how you interact with. It's not about, the prettiest women are. I don't want a woman who I can't touch my hair. Oh, you messed up my hair. I don't want no. She can be the beautiful one. She could be Beyonce. And I'm not a fan of Beyonce. I like Kelly Rowland. Kelly Rowland was my choice out of that group.
And the woman that had a chicken, man.
Yeah,
Can
you can
please
fry
stop
some.
talking about that damn chicken?
If you can fry some chicken, you got me. You got it. I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna keep it. I ain't gonna let deep.
Tony.
Okay, what you say, Marlon?
I'm going to answer your question. When
Okay.
you said you talked about my sister.
I did not say that.
You
said
know, I said, what makes you think I didn't marry the crazy one?
Right.
That's what you already.
Yeah, even.
My wife is
That's the whole one.
crazy.
Yeah.
She is. She's crazy. But the one thing that I have never ever have to worry about if Kim got my back.
Mm-hmm.
I've never had to worry about that. I have never had to worry about if Kim is going to take care of me. I have never had to worry about if Kim going to take care of this household. I have never worried about if Kim going to take care of the family. I have never had any of those worries. And just to piggyback on what my boy said, yeah, I want somebody who I can't wait to come home to, especially when I got good news, bad news, indifferent news, things like that. It is nothing worse. Okay. Here's the deal. You know you're in a bad relationship when you don't want to come home. Period, point blank. If you don't want to come home, if you get off work and you try to figure out where else you finna go other than your house, and that's when you have somebody home with you. If you rather go anywhere other than your home, that's a bad relationship.
Yeah.
Period.
It is.
You need to reevaluate your life and realize, do you want to spend the rest of your life driving around the block a couple of times before you go into your driveway?
Absolutely.
So
I can agree.
I did,
agree on that.
but having said that, yeah, my wife is nuts.
Wait, watch yourself. Watch yourself.
Okay.
And watch yourself. That's my sister. Watch yourself.
My wife is nuts. My sister-in-law.
Watch yourself. I'm gonna disconnect you.
And look,
your ass.
And look, I'm gonna say this really softly because I'm not trying to push the envelope, because I've learned something new over the last 5 years. I did not like people, family members, daughters, so to speak, talking about my mother-in-law, because my mother-in-law was the sweetest person I have ever met in my whole entire life. Until we went on that cruise.
Yeah, Kofi. Fuck. Boy, fuck.
They wasn't lying.
Oh God.
I still love her to death, but my mother-in-law, don't push her.
Don't talk about
Don't. I am warning everybody that's looking right now. Do not take her kindness for a weakness. I am warning you. I'm not talking about her. I'm warning people.
They're all the same.
Yeah, I know.
No, we are
I
not.
know.
We are lovable
Yeah,
I
people.
know.
It's just when you
until
push. Like Netta said, we gotta apply pressure.
No, me and Kim like to do the little chokehold, and just we like to choke.
Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. That's a different story.
Yeah, that's a different story.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Y'all freaky, man.
Hey, Tanya. Y'all need to include this on y'all podcast.
What did Carlos say?
Y'all on some freaky shit.
Did you not listen to her show yesterday?
Yesterday. No, Thursday.
What you say, Colin?
I'm listening to what they saying.
You go,
I had to listen for a minute.
Don't be scared and let's talk about it Thursday. It ain't nothing I can say that's freaky compared to that whole show.
No, I know. Hey, look, I know. I know.
Ooh.
Marlon and Carlos, my mama is on this live.
Hey, Mama
Grace!
Hey, Mama Grace!
No,
Hey.
Marlon, mama said you in the doghouse.
Who?
I wasn't impersonating her.
Mama
What the doghouse?
said you in the doghouse.
I'm in the doghouse.
Yes. Look, can you see this comment?
Oh, she only?
Oh, she only talking about him. She ain't talking about me. So I'm good. Love you, Mama Grace. You managed.
Oh, you would drop a family member in a heartbeat, won't you?
Yeah.
You.
Dang.
You a managed ass little boy.
She on here.
Look at that noise.
Mama Grace. Mama Grace.
See, Tanya, we gotta join the podcast now. You need us. We gonna join.
You gonna join?
Yeah.
You say that because you drinking, man. When you ain't drunk, you gonna be like, nah.
I'm not drunk. I'm not drunk at all yet. I ain't drunk much yet.
Colin,
We ain't drunk.
Colin, you be acting like you got warrants.
Because I got a little shyness to me till I get to sipping on something. I'm a little shy.
Oh,
We can't hear you, Mom. We can't hear Mom.
I had to move. Okay, Marlon, say what you were saying.
Is Carlos sitting on the floor?
No, I'm on the chair, man.
Oh.
I'm for Mama Grace.
Mama. Carlos say he hide from you. Y'all better leave my mama alone. Oh my God.
But you know what? Mama Grace know what I'm talking about. But she knows what I'm talking about. But she's my favorite. She's my favorite mother-in-law.
She's your only mother-in-law.
Boy.
Hey, look, Marlon. Here's another message. She said, "I hear you."
Okay, Tanya. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave this. I'm gonna leave it right here, and then we're gonna move on. Okay. Okay. Ask Mama Grace when you get a chance. Ask Mama Grace what happened when she went to the buffet on the ship.
Oh, okay. Carnival cruise. We did a family cruise. For those who don't know, it was my mom's first time. Your mom's, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it was both of our parents' first time on a cruise leadership. And my mother, she's very, very nice and quiet, but she will speak her mind. So I wasn't with her at this particular time, but I was told what she said.
Mama Grace and my mother, in case people don't know what goes on the cruise, there are different eating areas on the cruise. You have the buffets, you have self-serving, and you have the main eatery place. I tell you,
She know what you talking about.
You said I'm in a doghouse. I'm finna go all in now. So it's my mom and my mother-in-law, and they go to the main restaurant. The main restaurant is where you sit down and you have a meal. You can eat all you want, but it's a sit-down type facility. Mama Grace decided, I don't want to sit down, but I want your food. So where's your to-go containers?
Oh, God.
So they said, ma'am, we don't have to-go containers. Mama Grace comes back with, oh, yes, you do. Go get them to-go containers. We need two of them. We need one for me and one for Miss Carol. We need two to-go containers.
On the ship.
On the ship. In the main restaurant. We need to-go containers. We need but man, we don't have that. Yes, you do. Go in the back and go get some containers. Go get some to-go containers.
Oh, God.
I can imagine these fools running around trying to find to-go containers. And they found them. They found two take-out containers because Mama Grace has spoken. So you would think it's over with. They got their food. And by the way, my mom, and I don't know if my mom tell the truth or not. My mom the whole time is just going. The whole time. So they go get the to-go containers. They come and brought the food and everything else. So then, ma'am, here's your food. What about my drinks?
No.
Oh.
No.
Man, we don't know. Yeah, you got some good. Go get some cups. Go. Like, I have not. I have never been in love with my mother-in-law so much in this moment right here.
Hey, Marlon. She got that honest though. She got that honest. Cause Tanya tell you, her grandma have all the mashed potatoes in her pocketbook.
What?
Wait a minute.
Mama Grace got that honest. She got that real honest from her mama.
I need one of my family members to call in here because I feel like y'all are jumping on me. My grandmother loved KFC mashed potatoes and gravy.
Mine do too.
Okay. So every time you call her, my Aunt Judy paid for her phone bill. Okay.
That's her grandma.
And so every time you would call her, you would say, well, Grandma, you need me to bring you something. And Grandma would say, stop by the KFC and bring me some mashed potatoes and gravy. So we would bring her mashed potatoes and gravy. Well, Grandma had a wheelchair with her pocketbook on the wheelchair. And if you would go in her pocketbook, she had a shitload of mashed potatoes and gravy in her pocketbook. My mama and my Aunt Judy would have to go up there and take it out and throw it in the trash. Because ain't no damn telling them one day she would have had roaches.
Oh, Lord.
But Tanya, She passed that on to her granddaughter though. She did pass that on to her granddaughter.
What you mean?
Because what happened was we went to some type of buffet.
I ain't got no roaches.
We ain't got no roaches. No, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the pocketbook. I ain't talking about the pocketbook. We went to a buffet or whatever. The whole plan was to go to a buffet and go to the movies. Let's just say we wound up at the movie theater eating chicken because somebody decided they was gonna wrap their chicken up and put it in their pocketbook. So
wait a minute. Let me explain.
So wait a minute. So we got people coming down the aisle. So we got people coming down the aisle in the movie theater going, man, it smell like popcorn. It smell like chicken. Who the fuck got chicken?
Let me explain myself. Okay, so I think we were at Cracker Barrel, Ryan's, one of them. And we went doing it at the end of breakfast, right before they started brunch, serving dinner. So I was like waiting for them to bring out the chicken. Because the guy said the chicken was coming out. And Marlon was like, Kim, the movie getting ready to start. And I said, no, I want this chicken. I've been waiting this chicken. I'm vested now. I need to wait for this chicken. So by the time the guy brought the chicken out, we really had to leave it. So I just wrapped up me a couple of pieces.
I told we were going over
And on top of that, guess who was eating the chicken with me in the movie theater? Yes, Marlon.
I didn't say I wasn't eating it. I just said she did it. So you got popcorn and chicken.
Hey, Dale had to remind me she also had applesauce. Let me tell y'all, Grandma ate applesauce.
KFC had applesauce?
No, she would tell you to stop by the store.
Oh.
And she ate applesauce every day for breakfast. She would eat apple. I swear they said an apple a day keep the doctors away. She lived to be almost 90.
Hey, look, her great grandkids like that applesauce too.
Hey, since we on here burning people.
Oh man, we keep that.
Since we on here burning people and everything else. Who was that? That was Dale.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Hey Dale, how's that? What happened with that scooter on the cruise?
Oh my God. No.
I said what I said. I said what I said.
Carlos and that scooter on the cruise was funny as hell. Oh,
hey, I love that scooter, man. Hey, I'm gonna need her to hurt her knee next time too.
You can't tell her to hurt herself to get a scooter.
Yes, I need her to hurt herself so I can get the scooter.
Oh my God.
Hey, dude.
Sorry.
Huh?
I need some help.
What you need help with?
I need a good woman in my life.
Hey, listen. Come close to the camera. Come close to the camera. We about to help you out right now. Come close.
No.
What? See, you be acting like you got warrants, man. You got warrants.
I'm a shy guy.
You are not shy.
I ain't had enough drinks yet.
Colin don't come on camera or he don't take no pictures.
No, he
if
don't
you get a picture of me, it's a blessing.
Hey,
Marlon.
Marlon, I like that t-shirt though. That t-shirt fire.
What is it?
Hey.
And who made this t-shirt? Foxy made this t-shirt. Y'all better hit her up.
I know she did.
Y'all hit her up.
Wait a minute.
What is
Right up from truth to power. That's a part.
Hey, listen. Everybody that's looking at this, we have a single man on the podcast who is looking for a good woman that he done already told y'all what his requirements.
You see that elbow right there? That's a sexy elbow.
Marlon has stood up.
Since he elbows don't come all the time now, that's a rarity.
Listen, we got a single man.
Show them over there.
He is a single man with he has his own place, his own home.
That's his place right here.
He has his own cars, plural.
Only got one.
Like this, we in the dining room area.
Dude, stop telling the truth now.
Okay.
We ain't going all the way in, but give him a glimpse. He say we won't give him a glimpse. We gonna.
Wait a minute. How you gonna let us see the house, but we can't see you? Make it make sense.
Carlos, I can tell you how to do it. Show the ladies his feet.
No, we are not looking at. We don't care about no damn feet.
Show the size of the shoes.
We don't care.
The wall is black to give it a feel. It's black to give it an experience.
That's a black wall?
Yeah, to give it a theater experience.
Oh, that's a sexy wall. Is that red furniture?
Yeah, red leather furniture.
Is that rude?
That's the Valentine edition.
They ain't ready for that.
Okay, wait a minute. I gotta finish. So we have a single man, his own home, his own cars. He's been at his job a very, very long time. Okay.
20-something years.
24
years.
24 years on his job. So listen, ladies, I want to know why him ain't got no woman. Oh, there he go. He showed his face.
I can't get the camera.
It's on the side.
Listen.
Hold on.
The elbows. Come on. Come on. The ball head and the sexy elbows. Come on. What else you want?
The elbows.
Hey, I saw my toes because I got my toes done today, my man.
Oh, yeah. We got our toes done.
Woo!
You know what? I have never got that. I have never done that.
Hey,
You need to.
I have never got my toes done.
Oh, Marlon. Hey, look here. I almost left Tonga tonight. I almost left her today. I almost became a Vietnam citizen.
Got life together.
Hey, that shit was the shit.
Oh my goodness! I have never had it done, not once.
Oh my God. Okay. Listen, it's a very, very good
It's the reverse. So when you go this way, you're really going.
So where do I need to go?
If you're going this way, you're really going that way.
What the hell are they talking about? There you go, y'all. That's a close up. He's showing y'all himself. Come on.
I do.
I don't know how to work this shit. I don't know.
I know we almost gonna run out of time, so I do have a stuff.
You're really going that way in the camera.
So if I go this way,
Oh
where I'm
my
going?
That way in the camera.
There you go.
I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit. Nah, close ups.
Yeah.
Nah.
Okay.
What happened to Ashley, man? Where did Ashley go?
Yeah, where did Ashley go?
I don't know, man. Ashley left. I don't know.
She said her phone died.
Died or what?
She said her phone died.
Her phone about to die too.
All right, man. Well, look, we about to wrap it up anyway, man. Listen.
Yeah, because if my phone died and she called and I don't answer, she think I'm doing something funny.
Let me tell you something. If his phone died and I call and he don't pick up, baby, we got a whole problem. I'm one of them.
Well, ain't no funny thing going over here.
Ain't nothing going on.
Hey, and listen.
Ain't
run through
nothing
the family.
going on but the rent.
Listen, I ain't calling back. I'm FaceTiming.
Well, you can't FaceTime with the phone, dead.
Well, the phone ain't gonna be dead because you better go charge. It's a charger in the car.
Don't argue with me. Argue with your mama.
What?
That's the saying. That's the saying out there, Mom. That's what they be saying out there
Yeah.
all the time. Don't argue with me. Argue with your mama.
You know.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mama Grace. I'm sorry.
Yeah, my mama gonna get
you. Carlos, you're fine. I'm the one that's in trouble.
Well, Tanya, since you helped me out tonight, you were promoting me tonight. I need to promote me tomorrow.
What happens? Okay, what happens tomorrow?
Since you promoted me tonight, I need to continue to promote me tomorrow and the next day after that. Promote me.
But you gotta show your face.
I show it tomorrow.
He said tomorrow.
I show it in person.
This some bullshit, man. This some
I don't like the
bullshit,
camera.
man.
I'm not a camera person. I don't like that.
She said bull stuff, Mama Grace. She said bull stuff.
Hey,
Why Mama Grace said why me what?
No.
Because don't try me. Don't try me, Mama. She said, "Why me?"
All day.
I can't put it on that little grip.
Okay, listen, we gonna get you hooked up.
What we doing tonight? This what we doing.
What you doing with that, honey?
That's for them scribbles.
Your ass. I wish the hell you spend our hard earned damn money on some damn stripper with her. You got me damn stuttering. I can't get my damn words out. Bring your ass home.
I ain't coming home. I gotta come on.
You gotta come. Let me see what time is it.
This is cold. All y'all broke teeth think he ain't got no cake.
Hey.
Say makeup.
Hey, now seriously. This come from Colin. For all you broke, wait a minute. All you broke chicks, he said
it's hard to talk with Mama Grace on there, ain't it?
Say it good. Say it in a nice, respectful way.
Hey, this is a laxative for all these broke chicks on there. This for this what you get.
Cake Lake over here, baby. Caked up. We enjoying life.
Listen, we don't want your money. We want your time.
I don't want to give my money. I don't want to give my money either.
That's fishing, nigga. That's bait, nigga. That's bait out here. That's bait.
Y'all. They toasted. They drinking monkey shoulder over there. Is that a whiskey? That's a whiskey, right?
Scotch.
Oh, it's a
That's Scotch. I'm on loads on monkey shoulder. I'm on damn
That's
cognac.
whiskey and Scotch.
That's Scotch, yeah.
Whiskey and Scotch. It's a blend, yeah. It's whiskey and
Gee,
Scotch.
I am so slow.
Whiskey
I didn't know I
and
could
Scotch.
actually read the comments.
Yes, Marlon.
Yeah, we doing this here.
You better go now.
Can't see the monkey.
See it. Show it.
They don't see it, Lois.
I can't get. There we go.
Monkey shoulder.
Monkey shoulder.
What's the percent? We like percent.
Look, give him the
Look at this. Look at this. Come on, show your face right quick. Look at that.
Hold on.
Look at that.
Time out. Okay, y'all, listen. I gotta introduce y'all to. Can I say your name or you got warrants?
Wow.
I don't know. I'm gonna call him D. We got D in the house. D, come in, D.
D in the house.
Come in, D.
He never did answer that question, though, did he?
Answer my question, D.
What's that? What was the question?
D. Now I asked him if he had warrants. He didn't answer me, but I'm gonna let it go. D. Are you single or are you taken? You lied.
We refuse to answer on the ground that it may incriminate us.
Tell Tanya I want a good woman. Tanya. Turn me on to a good woman.
Yeah, turn me on to a good woman.
Not you. Not you. Me. I don't. See, you gotta go. I gotta talk for myself.
What you talking
But
about?
she won't turn me on nobody no more, so I gotta speak for myself. I don't need you up here incriminating what I got going on.
Ain't my fault.
He's trying to mess me up, bro.
Colin, you need to come to the camera like D.
It needs to come to the camera.
Just one.
They'll see me in person. I don't come to your house.
We're gonna be on camera at the next cookout.
I'll come to your house.
At the next
Okay.
cookout.
Who somebody else is there?
Yeah. Okay, I gotta say this real quick.
Hey, Molly, not to cut y'all, but I'm gonna cut y'all. Not to cut y'all, but I'm gonna cut y'all. Tell Kim I want one of them t-shirts though, for real though.
I like that too.
I like that. I want that t-shirt.
Oh, you want one of mine or you want something else?
No, with that, yeah, with your shit on it.
Oh,
Yeah, we brought one that
Cash out me, boo.
you heard it. Cash out me, boo. Yeah.
I'm trying to rock
Okay.
that.
This
You know what,
Okay.
Carlos? I tell you what. If you want this t-shirt, I'll pay for it for you.
If what?
If you want this t-shirt, I'll pay for it.
Man, I want it.
You
Man.
pay for two?
I'll pay for it. Don't worry about it.
No.
Okay.
Cash out me.
I'll pay for it.
You say 2.5?
Hey, look.
We got another
A
one
what?
that want that. We trying to promote you though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I will pay for you to get the shirt.
I like it. I really like it though.
So who idea was
I'll
this?
pay.
Yours or your wife?
That's his podcast.
That's his idea?
Yeah, that's his podcast. He has a
So,
podcast. Radical
And
Truth to
Kim,
Power.
my sister-in-law, she makes t-shirts.
But it's his
Right.
idea for what it says.
That's his when he comes.
So look, me and Lowe's on some shit, trying to create some shit. I'm an artist. I ain't been an artist lately, but I'm an artist. But we trying to make some damn money for real, man.
We got a new business coming out. 3 fat bitches and 2 bags of chips. We trying to see how far it goes. But we don't know where it's going yet. We just working on it. We're working on it though.
You know what? And I'm the dumbass sitting here trying to figure out what the damn business is.
Yeah, I saw you was looking like
That's a good name for some liquor.
Oh God. Okay, listen.
hey Mama Grace, I said witches. Mama Grace, I said witches.
All right, listen.
She already said we
What the hell y'all drinking?
He drinking monkey show.
Yeah,
I'm
I
drinking
don't
that
Who
damn
the
chill.
fuck drink something called Monkey Show?
That's what I was drinking. That's what
Okay, listen. We about to end this because I done been on too long. Y'all done cut up.
I was drinking. Bullets for.
Y'all done cut up.
We ain't never eat our food.
We ain't shit.
Y'all done cut
Don't
up.
be scared. Let's talk about it.
Don't be mad. Let's talk about don't be scared. Let's talk about it.
Don't be scared.
No, I don't see you.
And radical truth to power.
Mama said, I hear you, Carlos.
Oh.
You keep it up, your ass gonna be in the doghouse too.
See on there? See on there?
We ride this together.
I don't know, Mama Grace, but I love you too.
Mama
I'm not alone.
Mama Grace, they forced me into this. I didn't want to do this.
Yo.
Okay, listen.
I'm sorry.
I'm about to end.
All right, man. We about to sign out.
All right, we out.
All right, man. I love y'all, man. Thanks for joining.
Love y'all, man. Y'all hold it down. Give me my t-shirt, man.
Don't forget Radical Truth to Power every Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Please do not forget the relationship with the Simpsons every Thursday at 7 o'clock. Please do not forget. Don't be scared. Let's talk about it. 8:05, 8:10 on every Thursday. Oh, come on. I missed about 5 minutes.
All right,
Hey, you got him there early, Marlon. You got him there early.
You got it there early.
Put yourself up.
There it is.
I love y'all.
All right, man. Love y'all.
Later.
Love y'all. Peace.
I told you I would.
Keep on walking straight to the hell we made. Why always a wall, babe, when we wanna come closer? Don't tell a million lies, kill the butterflies. I just wanna make things right.